Hey y'all, Heart Fam. I want to do a little review today. It's going to be for the Flextone all-in-one boned up. Now, this is my third take. The first time my phone said it didn't have enough storage to take the video. Whatever that means. Deleted like 6 apps and was like, try this again. We're going to try this one more time. Now, granted, I just went and bought this thing. Never had one before. Now, it's the first Flextone grunt call I've ever bought. It's the first Flextone, well, it's not the first Flextone product I've ever had. I do have a Flextone rattle bag, but that's it. I mean, I've never, for some reason, I thought that Flextone was a joke. For some reason, I don't know why. I've heard mixed things about them. I've heard that they're just, their grunt calls were trash. I've heard everything. I've heard everything in the book. Until I went out and tried to do a little bit of product testing myself. I mean, really, for the price, you can't beat it. I have $60 in grunt calls, and this one had to be the cheapest one. Man, I just don't understand. I mean, seriously, never. So the first one, I mean, I can't get another sound. I mean, anything like it. It's the most realistic. Flextone. The call that Flextone has is the most realistic. I don't care what anybody says. This one. Now just listen now, because listen to the different tones they produce. I mean, I know this one right here is hand me down, but and that's having to put a roll on it. I mean, this thing is touchy. Hand me down. Don't know what brand it is. Hand me down. Like no brand. All right. Well, let me tell you about it. I got $58 in grunt call. First one, Buck Roar by Primos. Never even. I mean, you gonna chase old Swamp Daddy, Big Papa? Yeah. You gonna take this thing with you, because there is no other grunt call that I have found that is as deep as this thing. Now they have the Buck Roar 2 out that's modified, that makes young buck, young doe, young deer, estrus bleat, doe bleat. I mean, mature buck, monster buck. I mean, snort wheeze. I mean, it's like 10 calls in one. I don't even think they sell this thing anymore. I mean, they might, but I mean, if you just going out for Big Daddy, buy this thing. But I mean, I'm in Georgia. I mean, the only place I can imagine using this thing is in Atlanta. So I don't know, but listen to this one. I mean, I'm putting no effort on that. I mean, it's just deep off the rip. I mean, good grunt call. Don't get me wrong. That thing is deep. Like we coming to Jesus up in here. That thing. I mean, we taking the Ma Deuce. Now, this one right here, I've got to be the most mad about. Get it? Mad. Don't ever buy one of these things. Ever buy one of these things. It's a Mad Dominator. I bought this thing when it first came out. It was like $30 grunt call. It's got the all-in-one buck, doe, and fawn. Well, first off, the product don't even hold up to its aspirations. This is with my own money. It got that cheap plastic ripped. I mean, it's not even plastic, it's rubber. It's like really like rubber glove material. Really cheap stuff. I mean, and this is on buck. I mean, I don't even think I can even make the buck noise anymore. I mean, set this camera up for y'all and try and see if I can. But that's doe. I mean, I gotta really plug the hole, but that's like a real young buck grunt. I mean, I haven't got to it. I mean, I just don't. $30, never had, not once, ever been proud of that game call. Just once. I mean, I never have. But with my own money, I spent $8 on the Flextone all-in-one boned up. I mean, I literally still got it, but I just bought this thing like 30 minutes ago. Not even kidding. Not gonna make this video too long, I promise. But I've never been so confused in my life. I started messing with this thing, by God, it's the best sounding grunt call I've ever found. Most realistic. I mean, I just can't, I don't think anything compares. But when you hear a buck grunting, this is what you hear. I mean, tell me not. When I'm in the woods, that's what I hear. Doe. Right. Fawn. And young buck. You see the difference there? Fawn, doe, young buck, and buck. Or a mature buck. That's incredible. I've never. Let me try and set this up for y'all so y'all can get a real idea. That way y'all know. This is mature buck. I'm not pressing any of the buttons. Oh, and there's a volume thing down here. If you squeeze it, it'll actually make the volume. It's a rubberized material. The whole thing is really pliable material. When you're not moving too much in the woods, you can just. Then you got young buck. This one's a little bit of a pain. That's the only complaint I have about this call is this young buck button. The only thing. It's a pain in the rear. And the doe. You got back to mature buck. And doe. Foam. That one kind of sounds kind of funny. Forgot that fawns don't have that boisterous of a tone. They're real young, so they're just screaming for their life. So, but that's the difference. I mean, never had a problem. I mean, I pretty much just leave the rest of them in my backpack in case, you know, I don't know, maybe swamp dog will walk out and mean, but even then, that sounds more realistic. I literally used a buck roar maybe a month ago on a buck, and he was a good buck too. And he was like, "What? God, I ain't never heard a buck that deep before, but that's a big boy." And he got on out of there, and he did not like that thing, and I wasn't even on it. That I mean, I just like, hey, like I'm in. And he was like, "Nah, not gonna happen. I don't want it." So that's my review for the Flextone all-in-one boned up. So y'all have y'all a good weekend. So going in the morning, I'm gonna try and film a little bit. I got a little bit of footage I'm gonna try and put together, but mainly trying to get a good camera, that way I can film some. But got a quota hunt coming up in Georgia here, so whenever I go up and do that, I will for sure film. I'm not sure how much good footage I'm going to get. I'm going to try and edit it. That's the issue I'm having right now, is I don't have an editing platform. Trying to get up the money to do that. So, but that way I can bring you guys better content. So like, comment, subscribe, and y'all have a great day. The All Heart Way.